levitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's...
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I got you, son.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
Go. The 20!
Double dog. That's the way.
Wentz now on first down. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
They do not score.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now they try the right side here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Murray with a 3rd and long. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 20.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 58, right there.
I'm not ready.
That's all right.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian Kirk, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone. It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early. What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that? Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done. Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Right back to him on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Murray from midfield. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. On 3rd down, Brooks. And his first carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries. You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground.
After review the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals, they... Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or a wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes two to tango. From the 44, Murray. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Murray going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He may try and run for this. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Damian Rattling with touchdown.
Go. Lady!
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack lunch.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, touchdown, Bengals.
Brandon, my man, just one.
Touchdown City. Hey, ready? 58, the line. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears.
Watch the safety creep.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 20th.
Here we go. Switch me out, low. I'm coming. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is the fullback, Janovich. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike's 50.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Pick it up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he...
Go! 50, plant.
15, check back 15.
Go!
Push him back. Push him back.
Snap.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Now they get a 4th quarter pick.
On the set. 58, Mike. Curling. Tie that left. Hey, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
He's got his tight end fan.
Let's go, fellas.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's... Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Back to throw it, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped the line as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Come on, fellas.
A good pickup there at 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Murray to air it out again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? It's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to